So now let's understand in detail what is flower, what are the different types of flower, and what are the main reproductive part of the flower, or we can say that what are the different parts of the flower which are involved in the reproduction process. Now first of all, if we say that how many types of flower are there, so flower on the basis of presence of the reproductive part are divided into two types, unisexual and bisexual. Uni, here we know that the meaning of uni is one. That means these are the type of flowers which either contains pistil or stamen, which is the female reproductive part and stamen is the male reproductive part. But in the case of bisexual flower, they contains both. Bi means two. That means they contain both the parts, pistil and stamen. Because of that, the unisexual flower, as they have one part, either pistil or stamen, they are known as incomplete flowers. But the bisexual flowers are known as complete flowers as they have both the kind of reproductive part present in them. Now the plants which have the unisexual flowers are corn, papaya and cucumber. But in the case of bisexual flowers, mustard, rose, petunia are the major cases in which bisexual flowers are needed. Now for the process of fertilization, or we can say that for the process of reproduction, the unisexual flowers or the plants which are having unisexual flowers, they need to do the fertilization processes in other plants also which contains the female part. But in the case of bisexual flower, what happens? The fertilization and pollination process occurs in one flower itself and then the reproduction process continues. So that is because of that we can say that bisexual flowers are becomes important in this case as the reproduction process can take place in them easily. Now let's understand what are the different parts of the flower, how the parts of the flower look like and what is the function of each and every part. Now first of all, see in this image how the flower look like. Now outside it has sepals. Sepals are the green color part which is present outside the flower. This is a very important part of the flower. Why? Because it protects the flower when it is in bud form. Second one is petal. Petal are very colorful and attractive. Why they need to be colorful and attractive? That is just when the reproduction process takes place. That is when the pollination process takes place. Now for pollination process, some agents are required that will transfer the pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. Now for that, for the attraction of these agents, the petals are required to be colorful so that these agents can be easily attracted towards the flower and the further process of reproduction can take place. Now the other part is the stamen, which consists of anther and filament. Anther have pollen grains and pollen grain produces the male gamete which fuses with the female gamete, that is egg in the ovary, which is present in the ovary, and then the further process takes place of fertilization. Now the other part is pistil, which is also known as the female reproductive part. It consists of stigma. It is the sticky part on which the pollen grain sticks. Style is like a tube from which the pollen tube goes till the ovary, and ovary is the main part where all the female egg cell is present, where the fertilization process or further reproductive process take place, so that the plant converts into or we can say that the ovary converts into the fruit at last, and as a result seeds are formed. And then the further reproduction process, or we can say that from that new plants can be seen. So that is how the parts of the flower looks like, and that shows how important flower becomes during the reproduction process.